Yahoo Fantasy Basketball is back. Let's get you ready for your head-to-head points leagues next on Beat the Odds. Don't go anywhere. Hello sports fans and welcome to another episode of Beat the Odds. I've got my top 100 players to draft as well as draft strategy to get you to the top of your league. If you like the sound of that, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell so that way you don't miss an episode. I will be posting valuable fantasy basketball content all season long. I will also be doing a special draft day live stream on Thursday, August 22nd, starting at 8:45 in the morning to give you a first look at all the new changes to Yahoo Fantasy Basketball this season. You don't want to miss it. Also, keep an eye on the channel as I will be posting lots of draft and player analysis prior to the start of the season. Now, before I dive in, it's important for you to know my strategy going into my basketball drafts. In head-to-head points leagues, we obviously need to focus on counting stats, so I prioritize players who will be playing the largest roles for the teams. I'm not going to fade players who are injured to start the year as I only need them healthy for the playoffs. The point totals you see are based on the player's stats from last season. Now let's get this started. In round 10, we have Aaron Gordon, Draymond Green, Jrue Holiday, Jabari Smith Jr., Jordan Poole, Brook Lopez, Bogdan Bogdanovic, Keegan Murray, Josh Giddey, and Brandon Miller. Treat this list like an over-under. I'm over on Josh Giddey and Brandon Miller. Both will see expanded roles on their team's offense this season. Aaron Gordon may see more touches as well, especially if Jamal Murray struggles to return to form. I think I'm under on Draymond Green. Something tells me he's going to have a hard time adjusting to not having Clay around to space out the defense. Moving on to the 9th round, we have Deni Avdija, Austin Reeves, Jakob Poeltl, Daniel Gafford, Colin Sexton, Emmanuel Quickley, Chris Middleton, Michael Porter Jr., Karis LeVert, and Malcolm Brogdon. No Poeltl for me, no offense Raptors fans. No Gafford either, I'm not a fan of him splitting time with Derek Lively. I do like Quickley here though. He's going to get as many minutes as he can handle. He's going to turn into a Tyrese Maxey light player this season. Give me Austin Reeves as well. He's going to be LeBron's handcuff in terms of usage. Malcolm Brogdon should start in Washington and maybe a sneaky pickup here as well. Round 8 is going to give us Bradley Beal, Kobe White, Devin Vassell, Mikal Bridges, Jalen Green, Darius Garland, Jeremy Grant, Cam Thomas, Clint Capella, and Mark Williams. Jalen Green to produce 32.25 points per game this season, easy over for me. We saw what he did towards the end of the year. I don't want to miss the boat on him this season. Vassell and Garland seem like good bets to go over their marks as well. I'm a little leery on Jeremy Grant. With Deni Avdija in the fold, it's going to take a bit to get the options figured out on offense in Portland. Going to round 7, we have Franz Wagner, Yusuf Nurkic, Tyler Hero, Nicholas Claxton, D'Angelo Russell, Tobias Harris, Jalen Duren, Derek White, Miles Turner, and Zach LaVine. Derek White is going to have a strong floor here, given that he's likely going to score 7 points per night on stocks alone. I'm taking Franz Wagner here all day. That might be the steal of the draft. I won't be taking Tobias Harris just to watch him fade into obscurity on the cellar-dwelling Pistons squad. Claxton might see some more production as he'll be looked on to provide more hustle stats for the equally bad Nets squad. Round 6 is going to look like Chet Holmgren, Evan Mobley, Jared Allen, Paul George, Jalen Johnson, DeAndre Ayton, Terry Rozier, CJ McCollum, Anthony Simons, and Jalen Williams. I think Jalen Johnson is going to have an all-star caliber season, so picking him out in round 6 seems like a major win. Evan Mobley might join him this season. I like both much more than DeAndre Ayton, especially with Robert Williams ready to start the season. Terry Rozier feels like a safe pick in round 6, but one that likely won't greatly outperform their ADP. Now here's round 5. Rudy Gobert, Kristaps Porzingis, Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, Jaylen Brown, Jimmy Butler, Karl Anthony Towns, Kyle Kuzma, Brandon Ingram, and Miles Bridges. In this configuration, which Twin Tower would you rather? Gobert or Karl Anthony Towns? Give me Towns all day, especially given you won't see Gobert at the end of many games this season. Kawhi, if he remains healthy come the playoffs, will return immense value. Jaylen Brown is good value here as well, since point leagues don't care about how well you can shoot a free throw. Moving on to round 4, we have Steph Curry, Zion Williamson, Cade Cunningham, Desmond Bane, Fred VanVleet, Lauri Markkanen, Jaren Jackson Jr., Jamal Murray, James Harden, and Nikola Vucevic. Steph in round 4? Yes. As I just mentioned, free throw percentage isn't considered in this format, and more importantly, neither is 3 points made. So you're left with a premier but not elite point getter who's not going to be a strong contributor in any other category. Zion, if he's healthy, could collect more points than Steph this season. Fred VanVleet makes a good pickup in round 4 because he really does a good job at collecting stocks for a guard of his size. To the third round we go. We have Alperen Sengun, Kyrie Irving, Anthony Edwards, Tyrese Maxey, Bam Adebayo, Julius Randle, DeJounte Murray, Damian Lillard, DeMar DeRozan, and Paolo Banchero. Now we're looking for the players with the most usage. Paolo, Sengun, and Irving are your safest bets. Adebayo gets his own through his motor on the court, so owning him will likely give you some higher highs and lower lows than the others I listed. I don't feel comfortable drafting Randle until I see how he's going to fit in New York. Tyrese Maxey leads this group when Embiid misses time. In the second round, we got Donovan Mitchell, Kevin Durant, Trae Young, De'Aaron Fox, Ja Morant, Tyrese Halliburton, LaMelo Ball, Devin Booker, Scottie Barnes, and Jalen Brunson. Ja is the best rebounding, draftable point guard not named Luka. Trae should approach 30 points per game with DeJounte out of town. Jalen Brunson's magical fantasy ride last year is not going to repeat this season. Scottie is a great bet to contribute heavily in every category this season. KD needs his stocks to hold second round value. I'm fading Fox here as well because of the crowd in Sacramento. Look for Booker to lead the Suns in points. Donovan Mitchell is a usage darling, especially in late game situations. I don't think LaMelo Ball is a good investment to make in the second round. The only reason Halliburton might slide into round 2 is because he doesn't score enough. And finally, in the first round, we've got Luka Doncic, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Anthony Davis, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, Victor Wembanyama, Domantas Sabonis, Joel Embiid, LeBron James, and Jason Tatum. Wemby's going to drop to number 6 in this format, although if he hadn't been picked up within the first 3 picks, I might have a hard time not pulling the trigger. This format is perfect for Luka, as his only real downside to his game, that being his free throw percentage, isn't a factor here. Doncic, Jokic, and Giannis are all undisputed number 1 options on their teams, and arguably the 3 players that should command the most usage this season. Embiid's health is of course an issue, as well as having his 88% on 12 free throws a game not playing a factor outside of points scored. This format hides SGA's lack of 3-pointers, but also takes away from his elite percentages. I can see Sabonis with less rebounds and points this year, but more assists than last season, ultimately pushing him down just a little bit. LeBron is 40 going on 30, and Tatum will be hard-pressed to push into the top 5 point getters in this format. And that's going to do it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Do you want to join the leagues that I'm in? I'll post all the links for the leagues in the description box below. Then be sure to join me on the live stream on Thursday, August 22nd. I'm going to sign off for now, but I'm going to catch you guys on the next episode.